After months and months, Dave Block 138 is the one to be called the killer of foundation stacking.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Sweet guys, into the board right here, just a normal triangle airlock as you can see, nothing too fancy or crazy to understand. And as you see, the first signs of stacked doors right here, so it is still possible to do stacking, guys, just not stack foundations, but stack walls are very possible. You see right there would be our center tool cupboard. Now up boosted ladder hatch right here gives clear signs to our bedroom area and furnace area available, so it's 9 furnaces in total and 3 beds, possibly more can be added. Behind that wall could be a secondary TC plate, so just keep that in mind when building the base, guys. Favorite part of the base is the catwalk area right here. Reason why I like it so much, it gives such good defendability to the base due to it having such good access ports and shooting capabilities as well. It gives a perfect 360 view all around the base with ease of mobility throughout the base. This floor leads to our shooting port, basically the first dock area, where you can shoot a door, campus, etc. Now you guys saw the small signs right there. That just stops you from falling down due to the walls being stacked. The gap might be a little bit too big, so keep that in mind when building the base, guys. Up tier hatch right here just leads to our floor where the main loot would be stored, as I made it in the base just due to the fact that it is the most secure. It leads to our outside shooting area. Basically, the reason why I think the main loot would be evident to be there is because you can get quick access to guns and possibly get into the raid straight away. So you guys see right here, this just shows that double doors can be used in multi-purpose thing, and the basis of the resources can be shut down a bit, but just remember that does affect the integrity and defendability of the base. Our side docks basically makes with use of your stone barricades and window shutters, as you see right there, for some nice shooting ports and very good defendability access as well. Now coming through these doors leads to our next ladder hatch, which leads to our next floor, which is just the side entry shooting ports, basically nothing too fancy or crazy to understand. And this leads to our main battlements area. The reason why I love it so much, just because the ease of mobility and capability to shoot people is so good. As you see, the mobility is straight away, straight to the top where you want to be when you are attacked. This is our crow's nest, basically all 360 view all around the base and ease of mobility, as you see. Now just a quick tip I want to show you guys, there's a possibility to store some loot right there to get the upper hand on the raider. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this base tour and got some nice tips and ideas to use in your base. Enjoy the base build. Cheers. Sweet guys, onto the base build. All you want to do to get the walls to be perfectly in line with the high external, you just use a foundation step, as you saw in the video, to get the foundations to this height. Now quite simple, you want to stack that square as you saw on all 3 ends, so you go 8 squares out, simple process. Same thing we've used to do the stack foundations, however we can't do that anymore, so we just want a perfectly nice and tight stacked wall. So as you guys saw, 8 squares out, bring back with triangles, and you get the perfect little gap right there. So what you do is you just want to repeat that process on the opposite 2 squares quickly, and this is what the base should look like. Now once you have got that, we want to make another gap right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat the process with the 8 squares once again, however we're just going to do it twice. Now it is quite resource intensive, but it is worth it at the end. So as you guys saw, we did that once, now I just want to do it twice. Go back with triangles once again, 8 squares out and back with triangles, and you get that little perfect gap right there, and that's exactly what we want for the base to work out perfectly. I just want to repeat that on the opposite side quickly, and you'll have the gap exactly. Now I'm just showing you another technique you can actually use to accomplish this gap if you are on a very high pop server and you aren't able to farm as much wood. You could do this. However, it does make some for complications in the base when you actually build it, so just go practice it on a server maybe and see if you can build it completely with this technique. I don't recommend it, so just do it in the way I told you, and this is what it should look like if you did everything perfectly. Now The next process is we want to actually get those triangles in the center of those two squares. Now the process for that is quite intensive, and I upgraded the stuff for one purpose only, to showcase how it should look like. So please, for when you build a base, don't upgrade everything at once, please, because you're going to have to delete stuff. So to get those triangles right in the center of the two squares, as you saw right there, I moved these squares to the side and went from the center one, block it off with a square half moon circle, and block it off a square, and go back with triangles to get that triangle right in the center between those two squares. Now the triangle sticks inside that square, which is good and which we want. However, the thing is, it does allow for splash damage between those walls, and that's not what we want. So what you want to do is you want to move that triangle outwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 14 squares out, which is quite hectic on Hood. However, this is one of the ways you can use. The other way is just go 2 squares out and back with triangles, and that should work out in the same way. Just remember, it does affect the base, so just go and practice it on another server in case you don't want to waste so much wood on the stuff stacking. However, this does make the base perfectly symmetrical, and it does make mobility a lot easier. But there are other options to do it, and I'm just here to show you guys some ideas and tricks you can use in your base. So right there, we went 14 squares out and brought back with triangles, and this is what we get. The triangle just basically touches that square. Now I'm just showing you that it is evident that there is something sticking through that wall. If it's stone, however, if it's sheet, it hides it completely. So I would recommend using sheet for this base, even though I don't like sheets inside my bases. However, just do that. Now as you guys see, that's exactly what the base should look like after you've done everything in the way that I'm showcasing in the side this video. So as I said in my videos, please don't upgrade the base, because I'm just doing this for showcasing purposes to show you how the base should look like once you've completed the different stages of the base. So what you want to do here is you want to stack the triangle sides at the end. So you go 7 squares out, quite a simple process to do stacking with triangles, and you just back with triangles in the same process. Now this creates a small little gap between the square and the triangle, which makes for a more effective base basically. Now the reason why I do this is because it gives you access to the high external gate basically, so you can actually move between them. Now once you've completed that, this is what the floor plan should look like. I added in the triangle airlock at the end with some stairs, foundation stairs, to give that nice clean look and easy access to those floors. Now the base is basically done, and this is what it should look like. So you can pause the video here and compare your base to this if you want to build it exactly like this. However, remember, as I say, these are just concepts and ideas for you to use in the future. I'm just going to build the base up 2 levels quickly to show you some key features inside the base that I think are important, that you need to know and understand when building the base. So I hope you guys have stayed tuned and you actually got some nice ideas throughout the base, and you paid good attention how I actually built the base and got some nice concepts. Now after you've built the base 2 levels up, this is exactly what it should look like. I completed basically the next layout where the shooting ports were, etc., so you can see that. Now with the high external gates, there is a clear line between those 2 walls, and you just want to line that up with the high external gates 2 doors gap right there. You just want to pull it back a little back, and then it makes that perfectly entranceway between those 2 edges of the base. Now I'm just showing you that sometimes it doesn't snap in cases where the high external sticks too much through the floors. So in cases like that, just build the base up beforehand, at least like 1 level higher, so this complication doesn't arise when you actually build the base. So please just keep that in mind, guys, and be vigilant about the actual heights and layouts of the ground where you're building on. But it's not such a big problem when you're actually building this base, because it doesn't play such a big role and aspect on the base. Now I really hope you guys enjoyed this base build and you got some really cool ideas on how I built that base. it did take me quite a bit of time to figure out everything, and I really hope you guys get some really good ideas and you got some epic techniques and you learned something. I wanted to ask you as well if you want me to do some other content, like maybe possibly CSGO or something like that, some other game content, because I don't want my channel to be monotone, basically doing the same thing over and over again. But I am looking into doing some Rust content maybe, so if you guys want that, please tell me in the comment section. I might get to that. And if you want me to do some CSGO maybe like once or twice a week, please tell me as well, and I'll get that out to you guys ASAP. I really hope once again you guys enjoyed this base tour and base build and learned some few things. Guru signing out. Cheers, enjoy your night or day, and once again thanks for the support and the 4K guys. Stay golden. Cheers.